What's going on, guys? Cliffy here, back for another episode of Cricket Captain 2018, our Leicestershire Foxes career mode. Today we are back with a must-win game against the Lancashire Lightning. We've gone with an unchanged lineup, and up in the top right-hand corner, if you haven't seen the latest episode, make sure you go and check that out now. Things are starting to get really close, it must be said, in this Challenge Trophy competition. As to just say, essentially, we do need a win here today to, I guess, keep our finals hopes alive. Otherwise, making that top three is going to be very tough, but it's not going to be easy. We're coming up against a very strong side. Steve Croft, Liam Livingstone, Shiv Chanderpaul, Dane Velas, the South African, I want to say Kyle O'Brien, but Kevin O'Brien, the Irishman, and then there is also Graeme Onions, Parkinson, who is our Parkinson's twin, I believe, if I've done my research properly, and Mahmood, who I think made his England debut in the not too recent future. So plenty to ponder, plenty to try and, I guess, try and keep things down. We have gone with an unchanged lineup, as we did say. Potentially could have gone with a full out pace attack, just with the way the overhead conditions are, but decided against that, decided that we are going to go with the spinner and Parkinson, because he has been very good for us, it must be said, in this limited overs format, as you can see, with an average of 18 there. So hopefully we can go and try and pick up a wicket here, because I'm guessing that Lancashire's strength does lie in their middle order, and there we go, Parkinson in, grabbing that one there, just clipping leg stump, but getting the breakthrough, and in comes Steve Croft now. If we get rid of him as well, it does just continue to make things difficult, it must be said, because there is plenty of talent there, and that one there is a chance, leading edge, which has just eluded the man down there at mid-off, I believe. But he has been expensive, gone for 18 in that, well, 27 actually in his first 3 overs, so has been very costly, but he has picked up the only wicket to date so far, and hopefully he can effect a run out here, surely. Oh, see you later, son, you're out of here. Parkinson, you cannot keep him out of the action. How good has he been? And Brown now back in the hut. So Croft and Livingstone in, which are two very dangerous players, it must be said, and even with these overhead conditions, Lancashire is still doing a very good job here, it must be said, of keeping that run rate up. And Parkinson, even though he has picked up that wicket, he has been expensive, going for, I think, over 7 and over. So the fifth bowling option for us today, I think, could be a real issue. But there we go, Croft, baby, back to the hut. And I don't mind that they're going so aggressive at this stage. Because if you're going this aggressive and I still manage to bowl them out for, 180, 190, 200, then I'll be happy. It's just, we need to make sure that we keep taking constant wickets, which there's another one for Dexter, the medium pacer, getting it done today, and Livingstone gone, the very dangerous Liam Livingstone gone, and a wicket maiden as well, so we'll take that, and this has been a good wee spell, good wee fight back from the Foxes, it must be said, and Dexter, since his inclusion, he has bowled absolutely superbly. So has Parkinson. He has now finished his 10 over spell and actually brought it back quite nicely, only going for the 52. You know what, let's give Cosgrove, just because I think these medium paces could be good today, they could be crucial. Delport, a little bit of an all-rounder as well. Don't want to try and bowl them too much, which I probably have done here. But there we go, Cammy Delport back, not only doing damage with the bat in hand, but doing things with the ball as well. And this is the issue, like, I've probably bowled these guys a little bit too much, but, I'm getting wickets, so it's hard. Do I keep these guys going? Do I keep these medium paces going? Or do I, to be fair now, I feel like I need to go for the jugular, bring back the openers, and try and roll these guys if we can for under that 200 mark. Because our batting hasn't been flash as of late, and especially with the overhead conditions being the way they are, I am a little bit dubious about whether we will be able to go and chase this down. So Chanderpaul's still in there as well, so he will be dangerous. We want to try and get rid of him if we can, and there we go. Rain picking him up, getting his first wicket of the day. Graeme Onions in the team as well, another former England international. And there we go, 2 wickets in the over for Rain. What an inspired comeback it has been from him. So 8 down now. We're inside, 9 down inside the last 10 overs. So doing bits and pieces here. And man, Rain, what a comeback this has been. He wasn't I don't want to say he was expensive in those first 5 that he bowled. I think he went for 12 runs in those, but he has come back with an absolute vengeance with the ball, and I think he's possibly picked up a 5 for here, which would be incredible. Sorry, 4 for 19. So Lancashire all out for 182. Considering what they were at, can we have a look at the... No, they don't have the... Oh, that's disappointing. I was trying to look at the when the wickets did fall. And with the overhead conditions like this, I'm going to go with Delport quite aggressive. I'm going to go with Carberry a little bit more defensive, just so we can try and... This is one of those chases, in conditions like this, that you want to get off to a good positive start. So it does mean when guys do come in later on down the track that it's not the end of the world that they have to go at a strong rate. Because even though the pitch is still good, the overhead conditions are really not suited for batting at this stage. So we're just going to keep going. And I've forgotten to change the highlights. God, silly me. We've missed out on so many boundaries here. So now that we do have both chances and boundaries, it is going to be interesting. Parkinson in now. So he's the leg spinner. And I think these two actually are twins. I think they played against each other possibly in it would have been the 1920 season, I think. And I think there was a lot going around on Twitter about that they were playing against each other, and people did really like it. So I guess it's always the same, sibling rivalry. It's the same whenever I played either in the same team as my sister for a sport or played against her, in like tennis. I played a bit of indoor netball with her. It's not that you're trying to one-up them, but you're just trying to, just trying to make sure that you're not the one to mess up, shall we say. So it has been a very good start. I don't want to put the mockers on, and I probably have just gone and done that here, but a 93-run partnership, and I have gone and put the mockers on it because this is going to be out court. Oh, there we go, Delport gone. But what an inclusion he has been since he's come back from the IPL. 46 off 34, and he was very aggressive in that other game, that first game back that he played as well. He hasn't gone on and made a huge score, but he has got us off to a very good start, a very fast start, which is what we have been missing, I feel, in the games previous. So hopefully it is just the start of many. Not sure what he does in the first class arena, if he is an opener or if he does come in lower down, because I do know there are quite a few guys that open. 50 as well for Carberry, we will just point that out. There are quite a few guys that do open in limited overs cricket, but do come in. Number 5, number 6 seems to be quite a common one in the first class in the 4-day game, but we will just wait and see with what does happen. But this has been so far, and I don't want to put the mockers on it because I am very good at doing that, and I've done it exactly again there. I was going to say this has been a decent start by us, but we do need to finish it off now. That is the key. The one thing with... Oh, God, that is close. The one thing with Chappell missing out, it does leave us a little bit less in the bowling front, but Dexter has been doing very well at present with bowling those 10 overs and bowling them effectively. I think he didn't bowl his full quota today because we did get some overs out of both out of Delport and Cosgrove. I think both of them potentially picking up wickets. We'll check that a little bit later on down the track, but what it does do is it frees up obviously that other batting spot, and it means that we can have Cosgrove down at 6 at the moment, and then Hill, Rain and Parkinson all very decent batters. So we do bat very deep now, which is handy because we have seen in the past collapses of absolutely calamitous collapses. So hopefully that is not going to be the case here again today. I also think as well, when we did start off, we were really trying to, I guess, promote that youth and get the youth in there. And that it didn't really work out for us. We needed that experience. And now we do have, to be fair, we've got a very experienced side. Parkinson is young, Griffiths is young, Klein is 29, so he's a little bit older, and Rain's 26, and Hill is 27. So the lower order is still rather inexperienced, but the top order features obviously Delport, who's just been in the IPL, Carberry, who's played for England, Ackerman, who's our captain, he's been around the county scene for a long time, South African as well, Patini's been playing for a long time, Dexter is 33, and then Cosgrove, we all know, the Australians, and I guess the fans from down under know what he has done in the past. So Only 34 overs gone as well, so this is good because what it does do is it boosts up that net run rate, which is so crucial. We did talk about it a couple of episodes ago, just to make sure that when we did have the chance, we did finish games off early, which looks like we have done here, winning obviously within, with 15 overs and a little bit of change to spare and 8 wickets. So Carberry 77, Delport got us off to that flying start again with that 46, and Patini bringing it home with a 35 off of 45. So 2 points for the Foxes, which is what we want. Dexter, yeah, did get that 2 for 28. It was quite a big collapse for Lancashire, it must be said. What that means for the table is, whoo, look at that. At the start of last episode we were in 7th, we are now up to 3rd, and the key thing is here is that net run rate. With that big win, it has boosted us up, and that is what is currently keeping us above Warwickshire and Durham. So you play 8 matches, it means we've got 2 games left to go. We have played Yorkshire, we played Lancashire, played Nottinghamshire, we played Worcestershire in the last episode, we played them the first game. I think we possibly have Durham and Warwickshire left to go. Yeah, so Warwickshire in the next game. What that does mean as well, we want Challenge Trophy. What that does mean, if we beat Warwickshire here, we go to 8 points. They do still have a game in hand, so we really do need to make sure that we win that one. Otherwise it is going to make things tough. And then the following game after that, I was going to say, why can't we just look at ourselves? There we go. Challenge Trophy. Yeah, so we've got Leicestershire and then we have Durham in our last 2 games. So those could be 2 very big games, 2 very important games on the road to the top 3. But anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to give it a thumbs up. Go and smash that like button. We're going to have another video on Friday, which is going to be this game against Warwickshire. Same time, same place. So make sure you tune into that. If you are new, please do subscribe. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you Friday.